Dr. DrTennilleWarren-Phillips here of Relate Psychological Services. Thank you for joining me once again on Garden Sessions. I am hanging out today at a plant nursery, and I was starting to think about some of the seedlings here and how this corresponds to mental health. And that specifically is a reference to actively going through the process of seeking help. A lot of people feel overwhelmed at the idea of starting treatment and just really don't know where to begin. They have an idea of where they want to be, and that might be represented by these full-size plants in the back, right? You know that eventually you want that balanced state of mental health. You know that you want to be free of that overwhelming distress when those emotions just truly overtake you. But it can seem daunting, the process of getting help. But I encourage you to start thinking small, thinking about these small plants, right? Such as this one here. It's a trooper. It's small, but it's got great potential. And with some time, patience, and nurturing, it's going to grow into something being quite beautiful. And I think that that is a nice analogy for one's mental health. Okay, that you start out with that small step of calling a mental health provider and saying, you know what, can I do a consultation with you to see if we're a good fit? I'm interested in seeing if we can work together in therapy. You can help me with defining what some appropriate treatment goals are and helping me to reach those ideal goals. That's like the beginning stage of putting a seed in that pot. And then when you book that appointment and show up, that's adding the water. That's sprinkling in some fertilizer. And then on a regular basis, typically at least once a week, when you're meeting with that mental health provider, you are doing what it takes to help get yourself closer to that goal of mental health. You know, working with a mental health provider can help you establish a healthy and ideal and realistic self-care plan. Speaking of self-care plans, I invite you to check out my webpage. I'm going to drop a link in the comments and on the description for this page. I have a self-care checklist, and I've got a list of some really simple, straightforward ideas that most anyone can incorporate, and it's written across a 1-week schedule. All you'd have to do is just say, today I'm going to go to bed 30 minutes earlier than I normally do. Or I'm going to turn off my technology 30 minutes before I go to bed so I can get my mind right and ready to receive this restful state of sleep. It might be choosing that today I'm going to take my vitamins. You see how basic and simple that is? But if these are things that you are not routinely doing, then it really is meaningful to add this into your routine. So check out my self-care tracker on the website, and that can be your step of going from being a seedling into these beautiful large plants behind me. I'm Dr. DrTennilleWarren-Phillips of Relate Psychological Services. Thank you so much for joining me again on Garden Sessions. I look forward to seeing you on my next episode. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Take care.